Previously on Totally Lost.
Woohoo! What I think I'd like to see on the show is the Flash present, which I've just invented.
That's just stupid.
Dude, I thought it was kind of funny.
Make a choice. Pig, meat.
Don't make me choose. Your goddamn braid can't hold me.
Welcome to the new episode of Totally Lost. I'm Jeff Jensen. Filling in for Dan Sneerson today is my colleague in Lostness and sometimes my substitute on the TV Watch at EW.com, Adam B. Very.
I feel like that there's a lot to talk about with this episode. First, we need to start at the end. Jin is back.
You're alive.
Yes. A lot of people were speculating, is he really dead? Is he really alive? To know that, yes, he is really alive was really great, but the way that they discovered him was kind of interesting.
Gotta be the French chick.
I'm Danielle Rousseau.
And you kind of have to wonder, were they always supposed to find him?
A ship went aground on this island 16 years ago.
Or is this a wrinkle in the timeline and it now has to be somehow smoothed out?
I
Did
think that
Rousseau know Jin when she saw him in the earlier seasons? Did she recognize him? We haven't really been telegraphed that before. I'd be interested to see sort of how that plays out in the future. And also, was Jin always floating around in the ocean like that? It seemed like he was just kind of okay. He was a little chapped lips and that was fine. The other thing that's weird is he seems to be jumping through time like the rest of his friends. But after that first jump, we saw the freighter was gone.
A minute ago, that boat was coughing black smoke. Now there's just nothing.
So that blast must have, I guess,
in
sort of like alternating.
Throws a
or
little
in
parts
some
from
sort of
all the
weird
non-talking I'm
Nexus
doing.
world. I don't know what the rules are. What's going on with that? That's kind of really strange.
Hey, how is he?
He's stable. Tall and lanky, but stable. Still, he's unresponsive, so, Doc?
Yes, Doc.
No crazy talk.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? Hanging in there? A lot has happened in the past week. I finished the cover story. Thought maybe you'd like to see it. It's probably, you know, not as good as you would have done. But you know, you had your chance. You kind of screwed it up, didn't you?
I'm here for my interview. I want to talk to Lost cast members. I was supposed to be here today. Today's Tuesday, right?
Well, anyway, I think it turned out pretty good. You missed an episode of Lost last week, and it was a pretty good one. It was the kind of episode that Lost doesn't really do very often. It's very kind of quiet, where a lot of people just kind of like talked about stuff, you know, about what they're going through and how they're feeling. There was a great moment right at the beginning of the episode. You would have really liked it. Faraday is kind of like freaking out with Charlotte, and Sawyer's just like yelling, "Why isn't she waking up?" You know, kind of like that Sawyer thing. Then Juliet's like, "James, go away." She had this scene where she kind of talked to Faraday, this really soothing, intimate tone.
Did you know that this would happen?
And it established the tone for the whole episode. Lots of heart-to-hearts and chats between various characters about just like, what the heck is going on?
I saw Kate.
What?
This season 5 Sawyer, he's like so dreamy. If I wasn't happily married, you know, I might kind of feel like, you know, well, let's just not go there.
Juliet.
What's wrong?
So now Juliet is bleeding out of her nose, and so is Miles.
It's just not freak out the others.
Miles may have been on the island before.
I've never been here before 2 weeks ago. Are you sure about that?
Is he Dr. Pierre Chang's son?
You should find it no surprise.
Maybe that's why Miles has those powers. Maybe it's because he was raised on this weird island for a while.
One of the first thoughts I had, you know, this whole communication with the dead, my first impulse was that can't be a great thing. It can't be a great. It's not a happy skill to have, you know. You know, when you try to not think of it as a superpower, you try to think of it as what's really going on when that happens, you know, and you almost always go to a pretty dark place.
Where did these come from?
That's a good question.
Who's been using our camp? When are we? I think what happened is that they flashed forward. If it was January 2005, when Ben turned the frozen donkey wheel, then maybe they landed, I don't know, like a couple months in the future after that, or maybe they landed 3 or 4 years in the future.
Ajira. It's an airline.
What I'm thinking, Dan, is that when the Oceanic 6 get back to the island, they're gonna fly Ajira Airlines.
I know this is going to be hard to understand.
That water bottle came from Jack and Kate and all the people who are coming back. Wouldn't that be funny if we find out that Jack and Kate come back and they're out there swimming through the ocean, and all of a sudden they see these other people out there in the outrigger canoe, and they're like, oh, there are others, they're scary, maybe they're the freighter people, and they start firing on them, and we find out, well, they were actually firing on their friends in some weird time travel kind of weird kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, I got something for you before I go. It's your Kate. I know how much she means to you.
I have always been with you.
Hi, Dan. It's me. It's Kate. I miss you. Come back to us, Dan. Come back.
This
Dan?
place is death. Title of tonight's episode.
You just gave us a teaser. No. I have an idea.
But enough of what was going on the island. What was going on in the future in Los Angeles? Well, first of all, Ben was driving around in a van that said Rainier Canton on it, which, as we all know, is an anagram for reincarnation.
He's dead, isn't he? I'll see you in 6 hours, Jack.
Lost puzzle box. Come on, Dan. Yeah.
Miss Hawking is back.
God help us all.
It's another teaser. Another teaser. Good, Dan. No, don't go. No.
And what was going on with Sun? It seemed at first that she might be a double agent playing Charles Widmore against Ben, but now it really does seem like she's got a vendetta against Ben. By the way, she's not really the best babysitter, is she?
There's candy in the minibar and 100 channels on TV.
More intrigue with French scientists.
French scientist? It's a John Locke doll, Dan.
John Locke finds something mysterious.
All right.
I needed that.
I need something that's just going to bring him back for good. I need the atom bomb of remedies. I need atom bomb.
But the episode was called The Little Prince, which really means Aaron.
I've got to see how much juice San Francisco suckers got.
Who is Aaron's mother? Who's trying to get Aaron away from Kate?
Hang on, Adam.
And why are they trying to get Aaron away from Kate?
It was me. Sorry.
In the very first episode of the season, Ben listed the people that had to come back to the island.
Son, Saeed, and Kate, of course.
But he did not list Aaron. And since Ben's trying to take Aaron away from Kate and didn't name Aaron as one of the people going back to the island,
Bring him back.
I think that
Bring him
must
back.
mean
Aaron's not going to the island.
yes. That's right.
That's the spirit.
You're theorizing. You're recapping. You're back to normal.
You know what, though? You gotta save those tears.
Why?
Because tonight on Lost, someone dies.
So, he survived. That wasn't exactly supposed to happen. Was it?
Actually, Doctor, it's all going exactly according to plan.
So, do you think I can have my John Locke toy back?
Coma Boy can keep whatever he wants.
Dan, you're hurting me.
I think this is a side effect.